Okay, we are back. George Carlin's here tonight. George Carlin has had a tremendous influence on a lot of the newer comedians because he is unique in his style. And he appears in the recent movie Prince of Tides. And he just has his 8th HBO concert airs this month, and he's just nominated for an Emmy for his children's show on PBS called Shining Time Station. He's going to be performing in New Orleans this Saturday night. Woods, welcome, Mr. George Carlin.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Good to see everybody. This is my last Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and this is my 105th Tonight Show. By no means, certainly not a record. A lot of people are up around 200, I understand, but 105 of them. And I always did a stand-up, didn't I, Johnny? Always did a stand-up. None of that, let's sit right down and, talk about my goat's operation or something. 6 minutes per monologue, a total of 10.5 hours, standing here or in New York in the same spot. And that's a lot of time. I could have had sex 3 or 4 times during that. But it is good to be here. And this is the first time doing the show without any pressure at all of hoping they'll invite me back. Commissary, can't say enough about the commissary. Went there again tonight, Johnny. The penguin, cacciatore, sauteed bat groins I had. Very good, very good. And the diced loon. Also, you might be interested, Johnny, a wonderful new restaurant in the valley, Top of the Schmuck. Have you been there yet? Yes, well, it's a big 15-story statue of a schmuck, and the restaurant is in the Hat Band. You might want to drop in. Really a good place. You have to forgive me, I'm a little nervous tonight. I only started recently shaving my legs. And boy, that takes a lot of foam, doesn't it? And the aftershave, whoa. But I'm not feeling completely well. I was traveling in Pennsylvania recently, and I was beaten up. Oh, you're from Pennsylvania? I was beaten up by a buggy full of Amish people. I'm not expecting it. Anyway, working on a nice new investment of mine, a roach spray. It doesn't kill the roaches, but it fills them with self-doubt as to whether or not they're in the right house. You know you have a drinking problem when you get in a fist fight over the outcome of Jeopardy. I would like to announce tonight I am no longer saying have a nice day. I got finished with that years ago, but I don't believe you should put the responsibility on a person of having a complete nice day. I'm giving specific short-term well wishes now. I say things like have a satisfying mid-morning or a rewarding post-lunch. You know what I say at 5 o'clock? Have an interesting dusk. Figured out the security thing at our house. For years we had security problems. Put up a sign, pit bull on angel dust. Yeah. And nobody has come by except 2 guys on angel dust, actually. And as long as we're talking about signs, you know that sign, severe tire damage, do not back up? Well, when you're going through there forward, don't you worry a little anyway? Maybe they didn't get it right. Maybe a guy on drugs installed the spikes. Or maybe you're on drugs. And you're hoping you're going forward. Say, am I backing up? Well, let me take a look at the spikes. Oh, can't see them. Better back up a little. Have you ever noticed that the Ku Klux Klan has never really produced any great composers? Just an observation. You know what kind of surgery you never hear about? Nose enhancement. See, many of these are not intended to be funny. Many of these, in honor of my last Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, are just observations. I'm hoping that they lower the drinking age. I just want to see a sign in a bar that says, You must be 11 and prove it. Some people think of the glass as half full. Some people think of the glass as half empty. I think of the glass as too big. If you fall asleep in a house where there is an adult woman present, when you wake up, you will have a blanket on you. You know those toilet seat covers that they have on the wall in the bathroom, public bathrooms? They come in packages of 250. Someone had to decide that. Another one of those interesting observations. You know you're in the wrong store when one of your personal checks is framed on the wall behind the clerk. Do you think it's more immoral to kill a 300-pound person or two 150-pound persons? Why must hailstones always be the size of something else? Names are very important. I think the Second World War would have been a lot easier if his name had been Slim Hitler. 3 observations in 1 monologue. You know what you never see, and I'll close with this. You never see a really romantic French ballad singer with a 12-pound cyst on his neck.
Love to see you work. I think Sparky or Biff Hitler would have done it.
Sparky Hitler, yeah.
See?
Yeah, I think you're right.
You just needed that.
Names are so important.
Sparky or Biff.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Stay where you are.
We'll be back.
Oh, Spunky, Sparky. We're back with George Carlin. Indeed we are, friends. Congratulations on that. That's nice. That's nice to get the Emmy for PBS on the kids' side.
It's a nomination, and I hope, hope it
marvelous.
happens. I'm up against Mr. Rogers, though.
Oh.
So we'll
Can
see.
you say, I hope so?
I'll
Anyway.
be practicing.
Yeah. When's the first time you did this show before I took it over, didn't you?
Yes.
You go back to the Parr days.
My first time on was with my partner, Jack Burns. Jack later got more fame with his other partner, Avery Schreiber.
You're right.
Burns and Schreiber. But got more fame. That's a strange phrase.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say notoriety because I don't like that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Dreams come true. Dreams come true. Jack and I were still in radio in Fort Worth.
Right.
And we wanted to be nightclub comedians. And he was the nighttime newsman, and I was the disc jockey from 7 to midnight. And afterwards, we would go home, we would turn on the TV, watch the Jack Parr show, and then we would fantasize doing mock interviews as what we would say if we were on there. And this happened every night. And some of them got very funny, and I was just sitting there in our underwear, you know, watching TV, watching the Parr show, and 7 months later, we were on it, which is amazing. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we still stayed in radio 3 months past that. So 4 months after being in the business in 1960.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah, 1960, Jack and I were on. Arlene Francis was the substitute host that night. We didn't get on with Parr himself. Then I did it once in between Parr and you when they
That's
were
right, the
testing,
transition.
trying people.
Right.
Mort Saul was kind enough to bring me on. And my first time with you was 1967, and I've done, like I say,
A
105.
long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Something was in my mind when you were saying that, and it just left me. Does that ever happen to you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that where you got the idea of working in the radio station, or the first bit you did about the wild
Willie
disc jockey?
West, yeah, the wonderful wino. Wonderful wino.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I used to...
That's what I thought, radio days.
Yeah, that was that first sort of incarnation of mine during the 60 through 70
Right.
when I did a lot of media stuff, Al Sleet, the Hippy Dippy Weatherman,
Yeah.
and all those.
But you
those
progressed.
media-
You've always changed and focused in on what's happening and kept ahead of the game.
Well, I've always just kind of listened to myself
Yeah.
and seen what's next, you know. And if I feel something, I really feel strongly, I do it.
Yeah. You got into new investments at all, or anything going that you?
Daytime fireworks. Not a big payoff.
Didn't work out, huh?
No. My biggest concern is the family right now. You know, I've talked to you about my son, D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, yes.
Yeah.
Unusual name for a boy.
Yeah, well, he's only one of them. There was, of course, Silas, Cheech, Akbar, T-Bone, Winslow, Satan, Night Train, Gargantua, Tonto, and Spud. And Dagwood. I didn't mention Dagwood. Dagwood's having trouble. Dagwood's been arrested again. He's in trouble. Yeah, girl giving a virgin a hot foot. Which I never heard.
I never heard of that.
And doing the
it's
wave.
It's a little-known crime, isn't it?
Pardon me?
Little-known crime.
It is. It's a misdemeanor. Thank goodness. Doing the wave in church is yeah. But he's been in trouble before, you know, staging illegal cow fights.
Illegal cow fights.
And selling improperly labeled yo-yos to a minor. But he had it tough when he
Troublesome
was a kid.
kid. Yeah,
we were in a tough neighborhood. You've heard of Hell's Kitchen?
Yes.
Well, this was in the suburbs, a Hell's Breakfast Nook. Yeah, and he had a little dog and didn't want to call it Spot. You know what he called it?
No.
Stain.
Stain. I've got to cut away.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Not that I want you to stop, but we'll be right back. All right, now, folks, we read about my first guest tonight in a local Kansas newspaper, and she sounded like a more than remarkable woman. She's 105 years old. We thought you might like to meet her. She's from Ellsworth, Kansas. Would you welcome, please, Mildred Holt. Mildred? How are you, dear?
Fine. I remember when you were in New York.
You do?
Yeah.
You watched
Me
the show?
too.
Yeah, we started the show in New York.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah.
I remember both of you.
You remember?
I watched you every time you put the show on.
Yeah, you can remember all the way back to 1962,
You
huh?
bet.
Now, tell me, so are you really? You don't look. Oh, come on, I don't know what somebody 105 is supposed to look like.
You look better than I saw you then.
Yeah. You must have been out nightclubbing someplace in New York at that time. Now, are you really 105? 105 years old. When were you born?
1882. How many of you had that are over 105?
You're the oldest person I have ever met and ever had on this
That's
show.
the way it is at home. I'm always the oldest one they ever met.
Somebody told me you wanted to ask me some questions. Is there?
Well, I hear you've had, what, 3, 4 wives.
Well,
That's great.
Really?
Good for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mildred. I appreciate that because I don't know. I guess maybe I've just been unlucky in marriage or something.
I know.
And I just keep trying.
I know when you were in New York. I know when he was in New York.
Right.
I know when you left New York.
Right.
Yeah.
So my mind's still working a little bit.
Oh, yeah, your mind is working fine. Yeah. You have any brothers? Were you born in Kansas?
Brothers?
No, you have brothers and sisters?
They were 6 girls and 3 boys.
Yeah.
I was the youngest girl.
You were?
They've all died years ago.
Yeah.
I outlive them all. I'm
sure?
too mean to die.
Well, you're too mean to die. Well, you come from a big... I'm from Nebraska, you know.
I know when you were in Nebraska.
And you remember when I was in New York, too. Yeah.
I remember the show you put on Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, I had a show there, a local show in
Yeah.
Omaha and Lincoln. Now,
And Nebraska's right next to Kansas.
yeah,
You can't say anything about Kansas tonight.
No, Kansas, good state. Good state.
I met a man at the hotel, and he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Kansas." He said, "Oh, my goodness." That made me mad.
Well, he's some... definitely not a nice person to say that.
I thought that was awful.
Yeah.
He forgets that Kansas produces more wheat than any state in the Union.
Absolutely. That's right.
That's where your bread comes from.
Yes, the breadbasket of the country is in Kansas. Right. Did you know that most people...
Of course, the trouble is they can't get any money for the wheat.
She likes people closer to her in old age. She's talking to you. Well, Nebraska produces a lot of corn.
Oh, I know they do.
A lot of corn.
And they just had a 7-inch rain.
Really?
Yesterday.
Did they need it? Yeah, pretty dry?
I don't think they needed it.
Yeah.
We don't need it either. When we left Wichita, all the streets were flooded.
Yeah. Well, that's enough rain then for a while, right? What's the first thing you remember as a child? How far back do you really remember?
Well, I remember our first automobile was 1914. And the first plane, I don't remember when the first plane came out. Must have been...
early 1900s, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did you ever fly in an airplane?
Yes,
you flew
all
out
the
here.
time. Every time I get a chance.
Yeah.
I'd fly to Birmingham, Alabama, where my daughter lives, and 8 grandchildren.
Now, how old's your daughter now?
That one is 46.
46.
My youngest one. I have a son that's 80, and
How is Sonny anyway? Is he doing all right?
well, he took me to the airport and put me on.
Okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a pause here. You know, we have to stop occasionally for a commercial.
you do.
You know we do. Then we're going to come back and we'll talk some more, huh? Okay, you're fun. All right, we'll be right back. Stay where you are. Okay, we're back now. If you just joined us, we're talking with, may I call you Mildred?
Yeah,
Mildred
sure,
Hall from
I like that.
Ellsworth, Kansas, 105 years old. And we asked Mildred if she would like a little drink or a little water or something, and you said you'd like a highball. Now, that's Midwestern expression,
That's
for
right.
sure. That's a Midwestern expression.
That's right.
Do you have a little taste of...
I wish you would.
Can I see what you drink?
Sure. I'd like to have you drink most of it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
They don't get it at home in Kansas.
You don't get it? Is Kansas still
Not
dry?
very often.
Oh.
They have wine and beer, and I don't like either one.
Yeah.
And I don't have this very often, just for a dinner party.
So when you get out of states, it's
You
walk off.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be staying here long, will you, Mildred?
Act up when I get out.
She knows a drinker when she sees one, too. Well, that's good. I think a little alcohol is good for the blood.
I know it is.
It's a blood thinner. And they say a certain amount is good. So,
Gives you a little pep.
you betcha.
You bet.
What's an average day for you like? What time do you get up in the morning?
I get up at 8.
8 o'clock.
I eat my breakfast. I dress and then go eat my breakfast. Then I go shopping.
Yeah. You
And
eat your
I
breakfast
get-
before you dress?
No, I come down all dressed
Oh, okay.
every morning and eat my breakfast. Grapefruit, coffee, toast, sometimes eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I make out my list and go shopping and buy what I need, meat and potatoes and fruit and
Booze.
so on and so forth.
You don't drive a car, do you?
No, I had to quit 2 years ago, and that broke
They made you quit driving when you were 103?
Yeah.
Why
you
did
know why?
No.
One car died on me. It was worn out, and
Yeah.
I bought a Chevy with steering brakes and all that. I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
I had my son-in-law in with me. We started out. Here was a stop sign.
Yeah.
Here was my car, and one back of me. I threw the brake on, threw him up against the windshield. He said, "You're going to kill somebody or
Yeah.
yourself."
Yeah, well, you had those new power brakes.
Yeah,
You
power brakes. I took the car home, put a sign up for sale.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah. Your passengers wouldn't be here today for sure. Somebody said you like to play cards.
I love to
What do you play,
play
bridge,
cards,
poker,
and
or
I
what?
always play to win.
You do. What do you play? Bridge, poker?
I play bridge, pitch, and some penny ante.
Yeah.
But mostly bridge. I belong to a duplicate club, and they're all listening tonight.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, good for them. Good for them.
I think I'm shocking you.
Do you watch television at all?
All the time.
Yeah.
I watch 60 Minutes.
That's good.
As the world turns, but I get provoked with them.
You get provoked?
Too much kissing.
Too much
and-
kissing. Do you think there's too much sexual type of things
I
on
do.
television?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too old to like that.
Well, what do you think about nudity in movies? They have motion pictures
I
now.
don't like it.
You don't care for it?
No.
Yeah. You wouldn't go to see a picture where?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well,
What's... What do you... Now, are you familiar with Jim and Tammy Baker?
oh, I don't like him at all. They ought to string him up.
You ought to string him up, huh? Well, that's might be a little going overboard, but don't... How about the president? The President Reagan?
I like President Reagan. But since he's had so many nose operations, he's not quite as good as he was.
Oh, you think because of
Yeah.
too much surgery on his nose?
I think his first 4 years were great. Of course, I am a Republican.
Oh, you are, huh? Who was the first candidate you ever voted for? Do you remember?
Theodore, let's see, the first one is Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
And he was a marvelous person.
He was a good president.
He
Huh?
went to Spain and won the war in a month.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
I had a boyfriend, 16, 18, that was going to go, and I thought, oh my, how terrible. But it was all over in a month.
yeah. Was that the fellow you married?
No, I married William Holt from West Virginia, and he's a spinning age of President Wilson, but much better looking.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, your husband's
Really, the two of them look just alike.
Yeah. Your husband's not still living, is he?
No, he died 22 years ago.
Yeah.
And I've battled my life ever since.
Did you ever think of remarrying?
No,
Well, you thought it was all right
never
for...
had a chance.
Never had a chance. Well, you thought it was all right for me to get
Oh,
remarried?
it is, because you're young.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Well, you're a remarkable old person. If there's
You
any...
never had anyone so old.
No. Yeah, I guess you're right there, Mildred. When's the last time you were in California? Have you been to California before?
Oh, yes. My sister lived in Long Beach.
Uh-huh.
That was, 25 years ago, and I'd come out, and then I visited in Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
I had Rockefeller, the rich Rockefeller daughter, or granddaughter, or cousin, or something. I'd come visit her
Yeah,
because they used to live in Kansas.
I see.
They owned a ranch there.
I see.
Then I visited San Francisco once, a PEO convention.
Yeah.
Maybe you have PEOs here tonight.
Is that the Elks you're talking?
That's a great organization that put girls through college.
Oh, I wasn't familiar with that. Well, you're a remarkable lady, and it's nice to have you out here with us.
Thank you. And if
Are you going to watch our show occasionally
I
from time to
sure
time?
am. And I watched it until I decided I better go to bed at 10 o'clock. Get my rest.
Get your rest. Well, it's nice having you out here, Mildred. Are you going to stay a few days in California?
Going going to Kansas tomorrow.
Going to Kansas tomorrow. Well, you take this with you. But thank you for being with us. You're a lovely lady. You stay right there. We'll be back in a moment. You all know this next gentleman loves to perform, loves audiences. Currently working at his own nightclub, Dangerfields, in New York until February the 3rd.
Love him.
Then he opens at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas for 3 weeks,
Gets no respect.
starting February the 6th. And here he is, Rodney Dangerfield.
Wow, what a crowd, I'll tell you all right. You know that, all right. Now, I'll tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? I mean, last week I told my doctor I want a vasectomy. He said, with a face like mine, I don't need one. And I tell you, nobody likes my looks. My mother would kiss my brother goodnight and scratch me behind the ears. Oh, my mother, she never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. I don't know. I tell you, I know I'm ugly. Well, while the guy was mugging me, he took off his mask and made me wear it. No, I tell you, things happen to me you wouldn't believe. Like the other night, I found a guy's wallet. Inside was a picture of my 2 kids. I tell you, life isn't easy. Last week, my wife's father, he moved in, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I tell you, my house, I could never relax. I got a dog. His favorite bone is in my arm. I got a dumb dog, you know. It took me 2 years. I taught him how to sit. He forgot how to stand. What a dog. It's all right. It's all right. It's a dumb dog. It's okay. You kid my dog? Well, last night, 4 times he went in the paper. 3 times I was reading it. And my kid, that's another one. He's full of smart answers. Well, the other day I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I don't know. I tell you, I meet the wrong people. That's my trouble. Like last week, I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. I tell you, nothing's going right. My neighborhood is getting worse. When I went out, I bought my wife a rape whistle. She says it don't work. No one shows up. And my wife, she don't go for me either. Every time I want sex, she leaves the room to give me privacy. No, I tell you, my wife always gave me trouble. Well, at my bachelor party, she was in the movie. Now, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. You kidding? It's not easy either. You kidding? No respect from anybody. This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I tell you, the day I was born, I got no respect. And the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway. Hey, howdy. Thank you very much. Beautiful people.
What a crowd, huh?
Lovely crowd, lovely crowd.
Good audience.
I always have a lot of fun in California. Nice people here, you know. There's something about California. As soon as I get here, I want to drink, make love, have fun. It's not California. I'm away from my house. That's what it is. No, but I'm working. I'm trying to lose weight. You know?
Really?
Oh, it's tough. I'll tell you that. I lost some. I got to lose more though, because I was fat, Johnny. I was too fat.
Fat, huh?
You kidding? I was so fat. I got my shoes shined. I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean, hey, I'm working over here.
Hey, yeah.
No, it's all right, but I've been keeping busy, you know.
Yeah.
I've been
What have you
working
been
at the club now, and I'll be finished there Saturday, and I'll be in the Aladdin Hotel for the rest of February 6th, and March. I'll be back in Dangerfields, be in Dangerfields in April, be in Dangerfields in May, maybe forever, I don't know, you know. But I'm looking forward to Aladdin Hotel, a lot of fun. Lola Falana, I'm working with Lola
is that
Falana.
right?
Oh, she's a sexy girl, isn't she?
Sexy,
Lovely girl, you know. And the lodge is a nice place, too. A lot of action over there, you
Really?
know. Oh, yeah. And, well, there is a lot of action in the lodge hotel. Oh, it's so quiet. I feel like E.F. Hutton just spoke, you know? No, I tell you, last year in Vegas, I worked at a very small hotel.
Small
very
place?
small. Oh, small. You kidding? The slot machine had one fruit, you know.
I didn't know
Very
that. Small place.
small. You
Yeah.
kidding? Well, that showbiz, there's always problems, Johnny. Showbiz, forget about it. Well, last week my fan club broke up. You know, the guy died. Oh, showbiz. You kidding? You know, I've been knocking around for years, you know.
Yeah.
Now, you kidding? When I started in showbiz, I was in ventriloquism. Then I had to quit. I got too big for the guy's lap, you know.
Well, you know. How's your health?
It's always, health is okay. We'll get to the health.
Yeah, we'll get to the health.
Yeah.
Didn't want to rush
Set
you.
my continuity here. You gotta watch out for this stuff here. You know how it is, don't you?
What do you
I
want
got
to talk
other
about?
problems besides health.
What are some of the
too,
other
you know.
problems?
I'm still drinking too much.
Oh.
I'm a bad drinker.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Bad drinker, huh?
I got loaded a few weeks ago. The way I carried on, it was awful, Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way. I mean, it's good to be back in men's clothes again, you know?
You really flip out, huh?
I tell you. I mean, I want to relax. I can't relax. You kidding? I tried sniffing coke. That didn't work out either. I couldn't get the bottle up my nose, you know?
How's your health?
No, but drugs are bad.
The drugs are bad, huh?
Bad for your health.
All right.
Drugs are bad. No, drugs are bad.
Yeah,
Kids
of
today don't need drugs. You kidding?
no
Kids
way.
today, they're wild enough without drugs. Forget it, will you? Why, my kid's high school prom, the king and queen were the same person. You know? No, but drugs are bad for your health. And health is important. Ask my friend the doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombatz.
How
He'll
is
tell you the
Dr.
same thing. He's fine, he's fine.
How
The
is
doctor
it?
is okay.
How is the doctor?
I called him last week. As a matter of fact, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills, you know. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest. Doctor's fine. When you get older, you start seeing doctors, you know, and I'm getting old. I know I'm getting old. You kidding? I walked past the cemetery, two guys ran after me with shovels. I mean, I know I'm getting old. And my sex life is very bad,
Bad
too.
too,
Very
huh?
bad, Johnny. You kidding? If it wasn't for pickpockets, I've no sex life at all. I'll tell you, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my life, I have steak and sex the same way. Very rare. You know?
Very rare.
Kid, I'm a bad lover anyway, a bad lover, I'll tell you that. I caught a peeping Tom booing me. Now, I'll tell you, Johnny, girls who like me are getting older and older, older. And I took out one girl. Who was she old? She was old. Ooh. How old? I'll tell you how old. She was so old when she went to school. They didn't have history. I'll tell you something else.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else. She was fat, too.
She was fat?
She was so fat, she got in the scale, a card came out, said one at a time. She was fat, too. Now, I'll tell you, this girl was old, fat, and ugly.
Yeah, ugly too.
How ugly? I'll tell you, she was known as a two-bagger. That's a girl who's so ugly, you go out with her, you put a bag over your head in case the bag over her head breaks. One more. I want to tell you one thing. This girl here, I'll tell you.
Let's hear. How
She
ugly?
was so ugly.
How ugly?
You look in a dictionary, under the word ugly, you see her picture.
Be right back. Now, we were talking about his sense of humor. This man has an odd sense of humor, really off the wall. I'm going to give you a quick story to show you what he did to me one night. We had dinner about a year ago, I guess, at a restaurant out in Malibu called the Beau Rivage. Very nice. As we left that night, I was backing out of the parking lot, and the cat hangs around out there. It's like it's a pet of the restaurant or the owner's cat, and I hear this kind of squeal, and we drove home. This man calls me the next day and says, you know, the owner called me, and you backed over his cat and killed him. I said, oh, my God. I said, I didn't know well, of course, I hadn't. I did, but I didn't know that. So a month passes, and we decide to go back to this restaurant, and I said, I don't know whether I really want to go there, Mike, or maybe they'll be mad at me. He says, no, let's go. So I, in my sense of humor, I called the owner, and I says, would it be possible tonight at dinner to get a big tray with one of those big covers on it? And I brought this little toy flattened cat to put in there and think, I said, boy, won't this be funny after dinner? Waiter comes with a menu. Here's the menu. And if you look at it and see the printing, I'm not a calligrapher, but I guess it's something like Old English script, right? So I'm reading the menu, and he's sitting across looking at me, and I look, let's see, I have escargot positano, and I see terrine of tabby. That's it. I want you to look at this right here. Terrine. In scallions, tomatoes, cucumber in 30-weight motor oil. Now I go to and I go right by it. I said, "Oh, this restaurant gets too fancy, you know." And I go to the next page and I see this one. Pussy Mousse a la Mercedes. Prepared right on the property. And then I get down to this one here, and by that time I'm getting pretty hip, folks. I'm no dummy. And it says pressed pussy Provençal, served outside in the dark. That was. And of course, my business with the terrine went right in the dumper because you one up me, and your guy up with the show did all this calligraphy.
Did a wonderful job.
Beautiful.
George did it.
So.
Hey, you know, I just want to say one thing, and that is for any of those families out there who have a relative who has cancer, they know how tough the fight is, and how important the mental attitude is, and how you pull together and you keep a very, very up attitude. It's I'm going to beat it kind of thing, because mentally is more than 50% of your medicine. It's more than 50%. The only reason I'm saying that is that it seems so totally insensitive to me, especially since, how do they know what my little kids have been told in my own home, that a tabloid would write 4 weeks left, or it's over. Can you imagine that?
Well, the tabloids have never been
can you imagine
known for their decency or sensitivity.
I mean, it's unbelievable that people can be that way. That's a cancer.
You know,
that's the cancer in our society.
Yeah. Fortunately, I think most people out there. I think most people watching with a scintilla of intelligence realize that most of those things, like the Inquirer and the Star and some of the others, are garbage. And the words truth and sensitivity should be. We said our piece. Yeah.
Enough of that.
Okay, you've got a show, a pilot that's going on you made for this fall.
That's right.
Called Us.
Called Us. Made it for CBS. I don't get better. It's their second mistake since buying baseball. Darn, it was a hell of a good pilot. I think I might have busted the odds and had another hit.
You know, I was a little worried about this interview tonight. You've made me feel much better. With your attitude. I mean it. Okay, so
anyway, I'll give you a brief thing before you see the clip, because it's a nice scene between Barney Martin plays my father. I was a guy who went to jail for 18 years for something I didn't do. My wife was pregnant at the time. I had life in prison without possibility of parole. I told her to tell the child when he was growing up that I had died and to live your life. I mean, I wasn't going to get out. I want the kid come visiting me. So this is a scene where she's called me on the phone because she's having trouble with the boy. He's now 18 years old. My father dislikes her. He wants me to just be with him. He doesn't think I ever should have married her. And I've just gotten off the phone talking to my wife.
You ready to eat?
Yeah.
I'll just wash up. What's she calling here for?
What?
What's she calling here for? It's over. It's been over. You gotta get on with your life.
What are you talking about? She's having a problem with our boy.
He's not your kid.
What do you mean he's not my kid? She had to tell him the truth now. He knows he's got a father. He's my kid.
She raised him. If he's got a problem, it's her fault. Look, you're just getting started again, Jeff. What do you need her problems
Look, just
for?
drop it, Dad. I don't want to talk to you about it.
Oh, sure. Don't listen to your father. What the hell does he know? If you'd listened to me in the first place, you wouldn't have screwed up your life.
All right, that's it. I'm at it.
Oh, sure. Run away. Just like when you were a kid.
I didn't run away when I was a kid, Dad. You drove me away. There's a difference, you know?
I drove you away? I tried to give you good advice. Is that driving you away? You could have gone to college, Jeff. You had the grades. But no, not you. You get a girl pregnant, you gotta marry her.
I married Ellen because I loved her. I'd have married her if she couldn't have a kid. What the hell am I doing this for? We had the same stupid argument 19 years ago. 19 years and nothing changes with you.
Oh, and with you, something changes, huh? She's gonna dump that kid on your problems and all. You'll see.
Dumping the kid on me, huh? You know what books I used to read when I was in prison, Dad? Books about raising kids. And from year one, about how you hold them and look at them and how quick they get to know you. And the terrible twos and the potty training and the first days in school. About their joys and their fears. Then I used to lie in my bunk at night and try to get myself to dream I was doing those things with my kid. Teaching him to swim and how to throw a ball. And you know what, Dad? In my dreams, my kid loved me. Just the same as I love him and his mom.
Well, that's a good scene. That's a good scene. Good stuff. You have to take a break? You're taking a break. Coming right back. Stay where you are. That's a good, powerful scene. I'm talking, of course, to the anvil-headed Jay Leno. Now, since you're going to be here on kind of a regular basis, is that going to cut down on your traveling?
No, I'll still fly
You're
out.
still gonna go
I'll
out and
still
do
be
it?
out 4 or 5 nights a week doing
Yeah.
that. That's what you do. You try the jokes out on the road, and then you bring them back and you do them on Monday. You know.
Are you on the, remember when I traveled this summer, they gave me a, which I'd never gotten before, the extra mileage or free
Well,
bonus? What is that?
I'm on the Delta one, the Frequent Survivor program.
Yeah.
If you make it through. You know, what happened to that? I mean...
I don't know.
Now, that, and I mean...
They had another incident last night with some plane landing at the wrong airport. It wasn't Delta. It was, whatever it was, they were going into the wrong airport. And somebody said, "No, Harry, no."
Well, they had that near...
What are they doing? Following the railroad tracks or something? You know? Is this it?
Well, you know, a lot of this is deregulation. Because you have people flying. It was $80. You have people flying now who used to hitchhike or cling to the bottom of trains to get where they were going. You get on the plane now and people with goats and chickens. Because, you know, it used to be a sophisticated... Well, I remember the old days when you would fly, halfway through the flight, the pilot would come out and he would walk down the aisle of
Greet
the
the
plane.
passengers.
Now it's like running the gauntlet. You know, he walks out, people...
Get in there.
They stay locked in the... But, you know, Delta...
They've had some problems.
Well, they still have the best safety record, I think. I think of all the airlines. But you see, even in the slogans, you know, it used to be Delta, the airline run by professionals. Then I think 2 years ago it went to Delta, we're ready when you are.
Right.
The new slogan, this is the one they've been using, Delta, we get you there. Oh, shut up, sit down. We get you there. You know, I think
We're ready when you are. I like that.
that's what they used, you know.
And that's the one they used to have.
The one that amazed me was this near collision with the Continental one. I mean, the only two planes in the sky, they came within 50 feet of each other. You know, you put 10 horses in a corral, they run around, though they don't bang into each other.
And there's a lot of space up there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well,
Well, the worst are the commuter ones.
I have flown those like you if you play small towns.
Oh, boy, this is
Without
one.
putting any of them down. You don't know that in Minnesota, I once had to fly out of Minnesota, and I called, and they said, you go on Gopher Airlines. Now, not that Minnesota happens to be the Gopher state, and I had forgotten. And I said, I don't want to get on any plane named Gopher. I mean, but that's Gopher Airlines.
That's the thing, you know, those are the kind of airlines that when they do crash, you only hear about it on cable. You know, you know what I mean? They come in with a bulldozer, there's a mass grave, a little headstone. Nobody really, they thought so little of themselves, you know, that kind of, no one really cares. You know, you want to go down on American United or something that's going to make the papers, you know. They would go for a little back thing behind the
Gopher
funny.
Airlines, yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh, God. Are you a good flyer? Are you?
I don't mind it. You know, I figure if the pilot's going to go down with me, you know, as
Well,
long as
that's
I
no
know
way
I'm taking him with me. You know, like if I'm dead, you're dead.
Not the way to look at it.
That's my attitude. See, you know, the commuter one, it's not that they're so bad. It's just that they make, you know, so many stops.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time it's not even regular stops, just the kind of stops so like the pilot can show the plane to his friends. You know, that kind of every time we land, you guys, I kept,
Hey,
I got it back, you know.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's awful. I flew one, boy, what was the one come? I don't want to name, but boy, this was like stepping in the hold of some kind of flying slave ship, this thing. Bodies piled up, all the pilots are lined up in a terminal, they're pumping quarter into the insurance machine.
Hell, that's bad when you see the pilot.
You know my biggest fear? I always get stuck in that stupid middle seat. You know,
like there's two on one
I
side
get
and
stuck-
three on the other.
I get stuck between the screaming baby with diarrhea and the octogenarian with halitosis. You know, we look like the 3 ages of man winging through time.
Or a mutual fund salesman from Texas.
And God forbid you get stuck on the plane with nothing to read. You're forced to read that in-flight magazine. Boy, this is edited by the same people that do highlights, which you find in your dentist's office.
That's right.
And they always make that announcement, feel free to take this complimentary copy home with you. That's okay, I'm not going to be wrapping any fish today. I think more people steal a puke bag and take that stupid magazine.
I'll put that next to the Encyclopedia Britannica when I get home. A lot of good stuff there. Okay, we'll do this. We'll be right back. And fly trans debris. Johnny Winters is a longtime friend of mine. I think I've known John for 20-some years. And next to Broderick Crawford, I think he's the funniest man in the world. Broderick Crawford was always my idol. No, he's a brilliant and innovative performer. And Johnny, tomorrow night, he has a special. Johnny Winters presents 200 Years of American Humor. And that'll be on at 8 p.m. here on NBC. Would you welcome Mr. Jonathan Winters?
I say, they've changed the carpeting.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
fresh.
think, haven't they? Isn't it fresh?
We freshened up the set a little
These are
bit.
patches from everywhere. We did this in therapy.
These are these are from the different shows that were canceled, and when they take the carpet, they just cut it off and bring it here, and we use it.
You never went inside, did you, Colonel?
No, I did not.
Officers somehow or another, you know, just remain in the Jeep. But I was taken quickly.
Yes, he's a.
But I'm okay now because I'm under heavy sedation. Dear.
Oh, yes. How are you, wild man?
Well, I'm fine. I picked up a little green, went to Chicago. Exciting, you know, Chicago. Oh, yes. 2 or 3 people are out here to bum off their relatives. And,
Come on, still here from Christmas.
I've got a few, you know, that sneak in every once in a while. But, no, I went in to do a job. As a matter of fact, talking about carpeting, it was for some carpeting unit. There, I've spent the money now, so there's no sense in giving them full credit. But it was fun. I saw an old friend of mine, Jack McGuire. He and I used to have some fun times and have a little gasoline, you know, and drink some shaving lotion and stuff. So we talked about old times.
Your name came up the other night. We were with some people, and who were admirers of yours, and I was telling them about the days, 15, 20 years ago, when we would do strange things together.
Oh, yeah, hide in the bushes. And
Remember some of those?
Sure. I remember most of them. And there are a lot of them I don't, of course. I remember one time, some highway, a major highway.
Had concrete on it and everything.
Had
Yes.
concrete and everything. And I was sitting like this in the snow. And State Highway Patrolman came up and he said, can I help you? And I said, yes, you can. I've been meditating over whether this vodka's gone or still there. So he took me in for a little observation. I was frozen harder than a carp. Yeah, I remember all that night, the officer and I, he was very nice to me. We sat in his car because he didn't have a very good battery, and so he was kept, and I made fun of that, because.
You ever miss those days? Those, kind of silly, nutty.
No, I don't, because I tell you, I like it better the way I am now.
Right.
Because when I see something in the zoo, I recognize it, and
You say that's a bear.
right. Yeah.
There's a lion.
And so
It's nice to know the animals.
Right. Nice to know the animals. So But there were times when naturally I had some fun,
Oh, yes.
Sure, I have all that stuff in my house, for my friends. I have people like yourselves that come over that they've hurt their leg or something, and want a little touch. But myself, I just have a little hot cocoa, about 4 o'clock before I retire.
It's better for you.
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
I know. I eat a lot of vegetables. Doesn't show, but big on lettuce. Lettuce. Oh yeah. I have a thing about rabbits. I love them, and they're active creatures, and if that's what they eat, that's what I eat.
Okay. We'll take a break and be right back. Hi-ho, hi-ho. You probably haven't, we've talked about this every year we've done the show, you probably have not even decided to buy Christmas gifts yet. You wait till the last minute,
I like to wait till the last minute.
Why is that? I never understood
There's just
that.
a feeling about it. It's wonderful. The last couple of days you get out,
And things are marked down then, I suppose, too.
No, they're already marked down already. Listen, people are having sales that never had sales before in their life.
That is true because of the economy. My first guest, I cannot think of anybody in recent history who has had such a rise in popularity in the last 2 or 3 years as Dudley Moore, and deservedly so. He's always been talented. I first saw Dudley in New York on Beyond the Fringe with Jonathan... Peter Cook? With Peter Cook. I was thinking of Jonathan... I was thinking of Jonathan, what's his name? The other... You know whom I'm talking about.
Let's ask the staff. Who is he talking about?
Dudley Moore.
No, Jonathan Miller.
That's right. Jonathan Miller.
He's another...
He was a doctor.
He is a doctor.
Yes.
Well, I was talking about Peter Cook, who worked with Dudley. He's been nominated for an Oscar.
Who, Peter Cook?
No. Dudley Moore has been nominated for and a couple of Tony Awards. Also been nominated. Yeah. Dudley. His latest movie is called 6 Weeks, and it co-stars Mary Tyler Moore. And it opens December the 17th, which is... that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
You're starting to go, just a little bit.
And his other new film, Lovesick, is going to be released in February. Would you welcome Dudley Moore? Not bad, huh?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. You get I'm a little dingy tonight. You get bizarre well, you're bizarre pretty much since I've ever known you.
Yes, yes.
You've got that kind of wavelength. But during the holiday season, people get anxiety attacks. They get stressed.
Yeah, you wonder what to buy, don't you, and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder what to stuff and
what to
buy.
What to buy. Do you buy?
Isn't that it?
That's about right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you buy stuff for a lot of people, or?
I try not to.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to, isn't it?
Yes. No, it's not easy.
To pass by and not buy stuff.
Or stuff by and not
Or stuff by.
Yes, and not pass.
She's a nice girl by. But no, I find it very difficult.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think this is getting us absolutely nowhere.
Do you know what I read about you or the articles? I cannot pick up a magazine without seeing pictures of you or an article about you.
Oh, I can think of a few.
Well, I didn't mean all of them, but many of them. And they call you Cuddly Dudley.
Oh.
Somebody, yeah.
Gag me with whatever it is.
With a hammer, I think. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, that started in England some years ago, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
There is a black singer called Cuddly Dudley.
That I didn't know.
Who I'm often mistaken for.
He's tall, isn't he?
He's tall guy.
yeah.
Tall guy.
Tall black
But
fellow.
no, it's better than a flint driven into the head with a mallet.
You take what you get.
You take what you get.
what's
I
the
can't
difference?
complain.
Yeah. You're going to play the piano later, and most people, I'm sure, know that you are a musician. You started basically as a jazz.
Yeah, I started.
Jazz musician.
Started playing piano when I was 6, and I realized that jazz was a more sort of visceral music that
Yes.
got the juices going of the young girls in the school. I think the band would agree that that's the motivation behind playing.
Attracts women?
Sucking and blowing those things there. I think the main motivation was to give a sort of a hidden message.
That's right. Well, you can look really hip, you know.
Yeah, hey.
I like to go to jazz clubs, and women think that's really cool to say.
Yeah.
And by the way you play, and
Yeah.
did it work out that way?
Yeah, I had a certain amount of
Few birds?
yeah, a few birds, yeah, bit of crumpet here and
In case
there.
they don't know what we're talking about, in England, where they would say chicks here or so forth, they say birds over there.
Birds, yes, birds, crumpet,
Crumpets. And so forth.
skirt. Other awful. No, that's American too. That's rather nasty, isn't it?
What's that?
Of course. Skirt, isn't it?
They don't use that. I think that is like in the 30s and 40s.
Is it? Well, yes, I was.
Great looking skirt, you know.
Yes.
Broad was a word that was considered a long time ago really kind of offensive to women, and now they can use it meaning, hey, she's a good broad, meaning a nice woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't think it has that connotation anymore.
Extraordinary.
Not really, but I'm paid to do this kind of stuff. And that's really all I could come up with. When you say in England something is bloody awful, that is really.
Well,
expression is not used much, is it, on television?
well, no, it is used quite a lot because our television conventions are rather more relaxed. You know, like a saggy pair of underwear or something. No, that's not the best metaphor, but there's a certain.
Permissiveness?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've been wanting to use that word for weeks, and I try to sneak it in when I can.
But bloody is
How would you describe what that means?
It means very. You say something's bloody awful, it means very awful, or, you know. I remember my mother's hair going up on the back of her neck whenever the word was used.
Right.
She used to describe maybe a neighbor as a silly old COW, which, you know...
Cow?
Cow, but, yes. Things like...
Can I go on to the next plateau now?
Yeah. So she was particularly sensitive to even a word like bloody, which is very common.
Yeah. Let me give you another. Have you been drinking again, Arthur? All right. Now here's an interview quote, and I've got it right here because I want to look at this for sure.
Oh.
It said, "You've covered a lot of ground with women between wives and girlfriends indulging in what you called meaningful one-night stands."
Yeah. Well. I knew that phrase would come back to haunt me.
Yes, well, was that a fairly accurate...
Well, I was making the point I felt, nicely put, that one can have a nice... relationship with a woman, that can be counted in minutes and seconds rather than years. It's just a.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it is true.
You can be with somebody for 10 years and really not know them.
Yeah.
And be with somebody for half an hour
And really
know them. We're talking knowing. We're talking knowing. We have to do a bit of a message. Why do I start talking British when I had anybody from England on? Right now, we'll be back. Silly time, folks. You've gone mainly with actresses.
Gone with?
Gone with or dated or
Yes.
so forth.
Fed.
Is it fed? Loved? Been enraptured with? Is it because they're in the same business that you feel more comfortable with them, or?
Well, I don't know. I must say I think actresses are a terrific lot. They're that sounds terrible. I think they're interesting, exciting. They're electric. They're alive. They're attractive. And I have to leave now.
You getting excited just talking about it, or what?
There's something. It's obviously nice to have people in the same business as your friends, and that's really what it is.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. You ever worry about getting?
Yeah.
No. I wasn't going to say any. I had the other. You ever worried about? See, the way this works, I will complete the
sentence.
And
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I thought you had already.
You ever? You ever worry about getting older and losing your attractiveness?
That's very nice of you.
Well, women do. A lot of actresses do.
Well, I think actresses. I was discussing this on the plane coming here today. It's very. It's terrible. I think being an actress really in this business. As an actor, you don't really have the same preoccupations. I'll probably scream with panic at some point. Yes, I'll.
Yeah.
Yes,
you haven't had the midlife crisis yet.
Well, I had a midwife crisis.
Did you? That's probably a brutal affair, I suppose.
Brutal, and she pulled me out. I said, "Let me stay here. It's awfully nice and warm."
Yeah.
And
when you were a little boy, and I don't mean that as a put down.
No.
Or as a pun.
Yes.
But I mean, you were a boy and little then.
Boy. Yes,
a younger
when I was
boy.
a little boy.
You were probably smaller than boys of your average size. Of your average, not. Of course you would.
I'm with you.
That was not a complete question. You were probably smaller than boys your same age.
Yes.
Did that create any kind of a problem outside of being smaller?
It did preoccupy me for a long time. I'm glad you asked me that. I did wait till you completed.
Yes, I was finished. Yeah.
Was it good for you?
I'll say stop when I get to the end of it. I'll say stop. Your turn. Good. Your turn.
I was very embarrassed at gradually I saw these kids getting bigger and so forth. It was a preoccupation for a time, but now it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. It's actually you get a lot of mileage out of the fact that you are
a squirt.
No.
He wasn't going to say
that. I wasn't going to say that.
No. I thought I'd just complete it for you.
Diminutive in stature
yes.
Compared to the guy...
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood? Well, Clint's not all that.
He's not all that?
No, I wasn't finished yet.
I'm sorry.
Not all that big.
This is one of Merv's theme shows.
Yes. Yes, unfinished sentences. Look, anyway, the movie opens all over the... Well, I know it's all over the country.
Yes, all over.
All over the country. Tomorrow, which is Friday, December...
17th.
You throw your voice, too. That's wonderful. Swore Ed said that. December the 17th, and I hope it's a big hit. Really,
Thank you.
Because you're a remarkable talent, and I mean that.
Thanks.
Before you go, as they say. Anyway, before you go, as they always say, you do play.
Yes.
Nice piano.
Thank you.
Is that a compliment when you say nice piano? What would be a better...
Accomplished.
I'll take anything.
Accomplished.
Nice.
Skilled.
Accomplished, skilled piano.
Skilled pianist who will now demonstrate the fact that I have just stated. Mr. Moore.
Thank you. This is a...
Go, I am finished with that.
Oh, you...
Theme from the film. holidays.